Minute and a half, 2 minutes ago, somebody called out as a drill test on the MRA. Kind of faint. Had to turn it up. But I guess it is what it is. That might be the only thing that they do on the MRA for a little while. About 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. A few things were said about the test today. I figured it'd be all HF, but I guess not.
Hanover, EOC. Hanover, EOC. This is Caroline County, EOC. Call sign KO4PNZ. Over.
Here we are, Caroline County calling Hanover County. It's interesting how often, of course, I'm close to the repeater. I can hear the calling stations. Hey, driver, is that southbound or northbound down there on Bells Road? Last I heard, it was on the northbound side. Yardstick number 70. I must say, every service this morning is kind of busy. Let's see if we can get this thing to adjust a little bit. There we go. See if we can get the fire department back online here. Hey, driver, is that wreck on northbound or southbound side? Tenfold, appreciate it. Yeah, it's on the northbound side. It's the way it was first reported. I can get that thing to give me a little bit of use. It's not too bad.
Richard from Engine 13. There's no injuries. Engine 13 and truck 5 are going to stay out to block for safely.
Okay.
Driver, check out 090.
No injuries. Reported 2 or 3 vehicle accident on the shoulder. That's not why I started this video, though. The original intent was to listen to the EOCs communicate with each other today during their test. Once again, I knew it was going to happen, but figuring for HF because they were talking about H antennas and stringing those up yesterday. But alas, they're on VHF. Kind of unexpected. earlier. It's picking up the weather service down there off the coast, I think around Virginia Beach. I reckon that's the end of the test. Honestly, I don't really have any idea. Yeah, it figures. DMR radio here, as bright as it is, shows a little interference on the 11 meter AM. Maybe it's just a little too sensitive, but I'd rather be sensitive than not. So there's a few stations on FRS channels 1 and 2. They're all Hispanic speaking stations. Channel 1. I believe that's 462.5625. And that seems to be everyday type traffic. Yeah, 462.5625. I expect if it's not construction workers, it's probably all those what do they call it? The food trucks that set up downtown probably talk to each other. Or for that reason, they carry those radios so they can talk to the construction workers and say, "Hey, we're here." I guess I don't speak Spanish, so I don't really know. I know a few people that do, even fewer that would be willing to translate. Yeah, it'd be interesting to find out. All right. Well, that was almost. I understood that last sentence. Anyways, about the 10-minute mark on the MRA since the last transmission. Almost 10-minute mark on the camera here. Scanner picked up a little traffic on the CB channel number 22. I wonder. Long legs. It's not a bad signal pickup on that backup set antenna. Right on the antenna bridge. I imagine it'd be a lot better, of course, with a maybe a mag mount antenna or the Antron 99. It's way too big inside the apartment. I imagine at the right height on the pole, it'd receive a lot better. And get out very good too. Not complaining, just making comparisons, presumptions. I'm gonna switch this one back.
Thank you for LEX testing.
Houston, Don.
Your
Good
patience.
morning, Scott. Working with the Hanover Vopex this morning. We've got stations set up, and I just wanted to make sure that I can hit the repeater.
Just barely. Just
You are
barely.
loud and clear into the repeater. Yeah, I forgot about that exercise. Good luck and have fun. KO4UOR.
Don't encourage him.
Scott, thanks for coming back. KO4UOR from KQ4LEX.
KQ4LEX, KO4KAD. Good morning, good to hear you on the air.
I heard Jim in the background, another band.
Good morning, Randy. Hey, as much as I want to talk, I think we need to clear the air, clear the repeaters for the Hanover Vopex this morning. We're trying to make contact with the EOC.
W4PKR, probably another
Yeah,
band.
roger that, completely understand. Just good to say, 7-3, this is KO4KAD, clear.
Roger that, Randy. Good to hear from you. We'll catch up later. KO4KAD from KQ4LEX.
Yeah, get off the frequency.
KO4 or KQ4LEX calling anyone at Hanover EOC.
Radio check. Over.
Station calling radio check. This is KQ4LEX.
KQ4LEX. This is KO4BNZ in Caroline County, EOC. Just wanted a radio check to make sure I was getting out. We're trying to reach the Hanover EOC. Over.
Roger that. I am at the Hanover EAC. We understand that Hanover EOC is still setting up their radio gear, but you're making it into the MRA repeater just fine.
Not enough spacing between transmissions.
Roger that. Thanks for the comeback, and I'll mark that down. That you're at the Hanover EAC. This is KO4 BNZ clear.
Not enough spacing between transmissions causes those doubles. There's the third double.
EAC. Standing by. KQ4LEX.
This is KQ4INX at the Hanover EOC for station looking for the EOC.
Yes.
Hanover EOC. This is Spotsylvania EOC. Operator Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Foxtrot Bravo. I'll copy over.
Yeah, they might be organized. Maybe.
You say you're the Spotsylvania EOC?
Roger. This is Spotsylvania EOC. Just doing a radio check over.
You're loud and clear.
Okay, you're loud and clear. We're doing most of our operations on 146,490 simplex. So we'll try to monitor your frequency also with others.
490, huh? Ain't heard a word yet.
So our primary repeater is going to be the Beaver Dam repeater. We call it the 147-060, 74.4 for PL10.
Is that Frank?
I copy 147060 and the PL tone again, please.
74.4 hertz.
74.4. 74.4.
Hertz.
Okay, roger that. I'm going to go set that frequency up and I'll probably try to contact you again in a few minutes. This is Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Foxtrot Bravo at Spotsylvania
Shouldn't you be giving your call sign last?
Hanover EOC, this is Hanover EAC.
Engine 21, Engine 22, Truck 10, and Battalion 4. Fire alarm. 4615, Ferguson Lane, at Broad Rock Elementary School. Engine 21, Engine 22, Truck 10, and Battalion 4. Fire alarm. 4615, Ferguson Lane, at Broad Rock Elementary School. Cross Street Dorset Road in Grindall Creek Lane. On tap channel 2. Timeout, 0919.
Well, I hope nothing interesting comes of that. We've got too many schools in this area with fire alarms. Fortunately, many of them are false alarms.
Richmond Engine
467 9125 was very noisy. Not sure what service that is.
Engine 22. Cardiac arrest. 5401, Kendall Road. Engine 22. Cardiac arrest. 5401, Kendall Road. Cross Street Mead Road and McCound Road. On tap channel 2. Timeout, 0921.
Again, the main focus of this particular video is the communication between the emergency operations centers and the EACs. Different counties.
Fire alarm. 4615, Ferguson Lane, at Broad Rock Elementary School. Cross Street Dorset Road in Grindall, Creek Lane. On tap channel 2. Timeout, 0921.
I guess that quantifies as the second alarm for that fire. Anyways, these amateur stations are assisting and contacting the Hanover EOC for a drill, focusing in on the MRA.
Two-story elementary school now being evacuated. Looks like city workers are in the building. We'll have Fergus come in and be investigating.
That should turn out to be nothing, hopefully. Again, I thought this was a focus on HF, but it turns out
Trying to get city workers in the building.
turns out they're on the MRA and other repeaters. So but I figure at the same time we could listen to what else is going on in the world, different services. Of course, 11 meters up there on the shelf. Fire department in the background from Richmond Fire. Various other services on the other scanners on the scanner rack behind the camera. There's the aircraft, 122-700. 464.550 seems to be pretty busy too. It's a little noisy, but that depends on where they are and what they're using. Also listening to the field comm system, WA4FC, 224.520, 927.050, and 1282. There's a good chance that a couple guys will come back on that again when they decide to talk. There's the RAS machine. Interesting. But just in case, I'll leave the chargers off, specifically for the 900 and the DMR radio. They don't need to be charged. Probably leave the power supply off for GMRS as well, just so I can hear the RAS machine. There's also been several accidents in the area here on the interstate, mainly down around Bells Road, so partly why I'm leaving the fire department on too. But they've been very active over the past several days. We've had some.
I hate the trailers. I just think it's crazy that you aren't required. Oh my god.
FRS Channel 6, 462-6875. Passers-by on the interstate. Another reason to have all the scanners on.
Steam in the janitor's closet set off the alarm overhead.
Yep.
Have that turn on now for steam in the closet. They're not 25.
That'll do it. Big nothing burger. That's good news, though. And once again, just as fast as they show up, they're gone.
EOC, Hanover, EOC. This is Caroline County, EOC. Operator K04BNZ. Radio check. Over.
Now that's appropriate.
Caroline County OC, this is Hanover County EAC. We've got you loud and clear.
Our primary repeater is the 4 RJM repeater 147.06 and CL tone of 4.4.
So did the correct station answer? Or did the wrong station answer double?
Roger that. Is that where we'll find the Hanover EOC? Over.
Yeah, Hanover ESC is operating off of that repeater as their primary repeater.
Roger, Roger. This is Caroline County EOC. K04BNZ. Clear.
Hanover EAC, this is Spotsylvania EOC. Operator Kilo Mike 4 Hotel, Foxtrot Bravo. Hanover EAC, this is K4LEN. Yeah, we tried raising you on the other repeaters at 060, and we had no luck. We did put in the proper PL, but for some reason we cannot hit that repeater. We get you fine. We can actually hear Caroline County even better on this frequency.
I can't imagine anybody being surprised. It is the MRA.
Roger that. Let me confer with the Hanover EOC about shifting to this repeater. And again, you're coming to us from Caroline County.
Stroke.
This
3422.
is Spotsylvania County.
Engine 15. Stroke.
Thank you for that.
3422.
We'll get
Florida
back to
Avenue.
you in just a moment.
Cross Street, Hanover Street, and Hanover Street. On tap channel 2.
Standing by.
Timeout. 0928.
Then you got the long way, that's the one with the
20 meters. Did I hear that right? I just walked in. Interesting. Is that the 900 interfering with 11 meters as it receives?
Hanover, Spotsylvania EOC. This is Hanover EAC.
Pretty busy for a Tuesday.
Engine 14. Difficulty breathing. 2924. Brook Road, row 16. At Children's Hospital. Engine 14. Difficulty breathing. 2924. Brook Road, row 16. At Children's Hospital. Cross streets are Sherwood Avenue and Brookline Parkway. On tap channel 2. Time out. 0933.
All right, once again, the original intent of this video was to capture the testing session between EOCs and EACs with Hanover EOC from various counties around the region. We've been using the MRA, kind of sequestered that for some of the testing. I originally thought that they were doing HF, and I think they switched over to 20 meters to see if they communicate that way. So I was right when I heard they were stringing up antennas, probably for 20 and 40 meters. Not really sure. Don't know if they're doing NIVIS or if they're putting it up as high as they can. And I'm sure we'll get a report later, how successful this is or not. But from what we can tell, of course, on the MRA, it's very successful. Except they can't exactly find who they're looking for, which is the Hanover EOC. I guess that's the main station, or the control station, I guess. But I think it is specifically for Hanover. I think they're redoing things over there. There's also word out there. They're revamping an older repeater system think the trustee is now Silent Key. Someone else has taken over, so this is probably all part of that. And as mentioned earlier, there was supposed to be primary frequency on the Beaver Dam repeater. But it seems like they're having more luck with the MRA, which I'm not surprised again. Seems to be the best local repeater to support. Again, I've heard traffic on several different services. 11 meters, CB channel 19, 22. A couple channels on FRS, channels 1 and 2. 6 briefly. I've heard some business type frequencies, VHF and UHF. One of the local school systems down in VHF. Plenty of aircraft. No railroad at this time. Of course, they're not usually busy during the day, or at least not this time of the day. So it was a good idea to reactivate all the memories to pick up all the other services that were programmed. Of course, multiple radios is pretty easy to pick up any weak signal on any service. .152.9. That's a school system, I think. I also listened to Richmond Fire Department on the Scanner Radio app, which I think is tied in with Broadcastify. They've worked a few fire alarms and vehicular accidents, but it wouldn't be too surprised that they might somehow intertwine with this test or work in fires nearby at least one of the EOCs or EACs here in the Richmond city. Although I'm not sure where those are. I'm honestly not really sure where any of them are other than what counties are in. I'm sure some of the local viewers, they already know where these things are, and they're very well set up for working this test. We'll give them a few more minutes here and see if they wrap things up. Seems like this might take an hour or more, maybe a couple hours. Not really sure. I didn't get a time frame on it, but just in case.
Nine.
While they're doing their thing.
7, 6.
Test my TYT UV390 here. Nope, not reaching the system. There it is. Kilowatt 4, Alpha Romeo X-ray.
Richmond to engine 14, nothing's coming across when you're transmitting.
I must have a weak signal into the system.
Go back to 1.
Kilo 4, Alpha Romeo X-ray.
Turn out what's that?
60941.
And then we'll be a northbound transition. Richmond air traffic.
Another helicopter in the air. Kilo 4, Alpha Romeo X-ray. luck with that today.
7, 8, 9, 1.
Right turn out, right side of the
A little more interstate traffic, a little more air traffic with the air carrier Eagle. I expect these guys are probably done with VHF. I'm not really sure. If you stayed with me this long, as much as I stammer about, I appreciate it. Sometimes even the tests are kind of boring. Well, we're coming up on the 40-minute mark, so I'm going to call it a test and go ahead and upload this video. American Radio X-Ray. Thanks for watching.